Good morning, students. Welcome to all in your geography class. Students, today I, Manisha, would like to teach you your third chapter of geography. Students, as you all know, that last week we have discussed about our third chapter of geography, that is water resources. We have discussed about water conservation, water management, and we have discussed about water scarcity. Okay, and now I am going to teach you your your second topic of this chapter, and the name of this topic is multi-purpose river projects and integrated water resource management. Students, just attend this chapter very carefully because it is a very important chapter. So I'm repeating today's topic: multi-purpose river projects and integrated water resources management. So let's see, how do we conserve and manage water? Archaeological and historical records show that from ancient times we have been constructing sophisticated hydraulic structures like dams built of stone rubble, reservoirs or lakes, embankments, and canals for irrigation. Student, embankment is also a part of dam. It means breakwater dams. Write down everybody. Embankment is also a part of dam. It means breakwater dams and canals for irrigation. Not surprisingly, we have continued this tradition in modern India by building dams in most of our river basins. So students, I think now a question is in your mind that ma'am, what is hydraulic structure? Okay, now we are discussing about multi-purpose river projects. So our main topic is hydraulic structures. So I am going to define you what is this hydraulic structure. Hydraulic structures in ancient India. Hydraulic structure. What is hydraulic structure? Students, hydraulic means water. Hydraulic means water at rest or in motion. So, the definition of hydraulic. Hydraulic is that branch of engineering science which deals with water at rest or in motion. I am repeating, hydraulic is that branch of engineering science which deals with water at rest or in motion. Okay students, so this is the definition of hydraulic and we are discussing about our hydraulic structure. So students, hydraulic structure includes, okay, what hydraulic structure includes? Number one, dams are included in hydraulic structure. Reservoirs has been included in hydraulic structure. Our lakes has been included in hydraulic structure, and our canals has been included in hydraulic structure. So all these are included in hydraulic structure. Hydraulic structure is that branch of engineering science which deals with water at rest or in motion. Like our dams are dealing with water, our reservoirs are dealing with water, lakes are also dealing with water, and canals are also dealing with water. So all these are parts of our hydraulic structure. So students, this is our hydraulic structure. Everybody write down these data in your fair notebook. Okay. Now I am going to give you the definitions of these parts of hydraulic structures like dams. Students, what are dams? A dam is a barrier that stops or restricts the flow of water. Okay student, what is a dam? A dam is a barrier that stops or restricts the flow of water. Students, dam structures built across a stream or a river. You all know why we are constructing our dams, okay, and what are the uses of these dams. These dams are very useful in the economic development of our country as well as industrial development of our country. These dam structures builds across a stream. You all know about it. Builds across a stream or a river. And what is the purpose? To confine and then control the flow of water. Why we are constructing these dams? To confine and then control the flow of water. So this is about a dam. Now see reservoirs. What is a reservoir? It is an area developed by water body due to construction of dam. Okay students, what is a reservoir? It is an area developed by water body due to construction of dam. When we are constructing a dam, a reservoir has been created there. And you know students, reservoirs serve the following purpose. Are reservoirs serving many purposes, and some of the purposes are here. Irrigation, number 1. Number 2, water supply. Okay. Number 3, hydroelectric power generation. And number 4, flood control and navigation, etc. Okay students, it means what are the benefits of a reservoir? Reservoirs serving the following purposes. Reservoirs are important in irrigation. Okay, and these reservoirs are also helpful in water supply, and these reservoirs are also helpful in generating our hydroelectricity. And number 4, these reservoirs are also helpful in flood control and navigation, etc. So all these are purposes of our reservoirs. Okay, now next. Students, number 3, canals. As canals are very common. Okay, I think you all know about it, but after all I am giving you the definition. What are canals? Canals are waterways, channels or artificial waterways for water conveyance or to service water transport vehicles. They may also help with irrigation. It means our canals are also important in irrigation. These canals also play an important role in irrigating our fields. And you know, irrigation is the main part of our Indian agriculture, and these canals are important in irrigation also. It can be thought of as an artificial version of a river. Okay students, I am repeating, these canals can be thought of as an artificial version of a river. So this is about what are canals. Okay students, so students, what we have discussed now, we are discussing our hydraulic structure. As I have told you, hydraulic means water at rest or in motion. It is that branch of engineering science which deals with water at rest or in motion. And all these include in our hydraulic structure. Dams are the part of our hydraulic structure. Our reservoirs are also the part of our hydraulic structure. Lakes are also the part of hydraulic structure, and canals are also the part of this hydraulic structure. I have given you these definitions also about what is a dam, what is a reservoir, and what is a canal. So students, write all these informations in your geography fair notebook.